Hi YouTube, I'm back with my Sylvan deck profile. So, it's updated now, post Primal Origin. So, it took kind of a while, but I'm sorry it did. But I have all this stuff now, so yeah, I'm ready to show you guys my list and explain some of my choices, and I'll get into it. So, for starters, I run 3 Sage Koyas. He's your main big guy, I guess you could say. He's your new main big guy. He specials himself with a Sylvan sent to the graveyard, which is really nice. And he excavates once per turn. He's level 7, so really good card. Then I'm still running 3 Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is really strong. Gets back Lone Fire. That's all I really need to say about it. So, yeah. And those are the only 3 ofs. I've cut back on some things now. So I'm playing only double Hermitry now. I was running 3 before, but with the updated build, I feel like 2 is really the only amount. It's a pretty good number at 2. 3 kind of clogs your hands, so you don't really want 3 in this build. It's not as essential as it was before we had Sage Koya, so double Hermitry is nice. And you don't make as many rank 8 plays now because you only play 2 Hermitry, but it's still a good card, so Hermitry. I'm still running double Martial Leaf. I've seen people cut back on this to 1, and I really can't understand why, because it's a free monster destruction. Plus, setting up with Charity in this means you instantly excavate both cards you put back with Charity, so Martial Leaf's still really good to me, so I probably would never cut it down from 2. Then I went from 3 to 2 Komashromo. I feel like I didn't really need as many copies of it because I put in Forbidden Lance, so I have more ways of countering back row. Because this deck loses really hard to back row, so that's why I wanted the Lances in here. So yeah, the Komashromas went down from 3 to 2, and it's still pretty good at 2. It pops a back row and excavated, so it's Komashroma. It's good. And then for the other Sylvans, I run 1 Princess Sprout and 1 Flower Knight. Princess Sprout is good for making your combo plays for your rank exceed plays because it becomes any level, and Flower Knight is just to set up even further with putting another card on top of your deck to keep going off. So yeah, and that's all the Sylvan cards, or the Sylvan monsters rather. On for other monsters, still play the double Lone Fire because it's a plant deck, broken. The 1 Spore and the 1 Copy Plant, and that's all the monsters I run. I cut the Debris Dragon, I cut the Cherub Sprout, I cut what else? I cut the other Copy Plant for the Princess Sprout. I cut the Dandelion. There's a lot of stuff I took out so I can make room for traps and the Lances and other things. So yeah, there's a little bit less plants in this build than my previous one, but it's still working out really well. Onto the spells. We of course play triple Sylvan Charity, the new broke card, where you get to draw 3 and put back 2. So Charity is really, really good. Opening it puts you in really nice positions, so Charity is amazing. Then you have to play 3 of the field. Still, the field is just too good. Sets up your plays. I can't really see why you would go down on this, but yeah, the field is just too important. Then you still play 3 Miracle Fertilizer, Monster Reborn every turn, so yep. Then 3 Space Typhoon because those back rows can kill you, so 3 Space Typhoon. Then I put in double Lance. This is just to again counter those back row, and it can be a good defensive and offensive card. So Lance is really good in that respect. Helps you get over stuff too. So Lance is good. Then for other spells, I cut Super Solar to 1 because I took out the Dandy, and I cut Komashromo down, so I felt like it wasn't as necessary. I could cut it entirely, but I don't really see myself doing that because it just brings out a free Lone Fire. So I mean, Super Solar is pretty good at 1. I still kept Mark of the Rose in because Mark of the Rose is just too strong, takes stuff that you can't deal with, so Mark of the Rose is really good. And then I play only 1 Soul Charge. I took out the Call of the Haunteds. I put in only 1 Soul Charge just because there wasn't really room for more than that. This deck's already 41, and I couldn't really bring myself to cut anything, so yeah, only 1 Soul Charge. It's fine at 1 though. The last spell is probably the most broke card ever, 7th one. I mean, it's a free. You can set it up with Charity, and it's a free 45 beater and C107. So why would you not run this card when you can just set it up? Pretty good to me. Then for the traps, there's a very small number, but I did include some. There's double Breakthrough because Breakthrough is just too strong right now. You had to stop those effects, so Breakthrough. stops things like Dweller too, which really ruin you, so breakthrough. And then just the standard 3 to kind of round off the deck. So yep, that's the main deck, 41 cards. Onto the extra deck. I run 1 Aurea. I've seen people do 2 of this, but I've never really needed the second, and I needed the space for synchros, so I figured 1 was enough, and I've never really needed the second one, so Aurea's pretty good. Then of course you got your standard 2, Draco and Big Eye. Really no exploitation on those needed. Then for the rank 8s, I cut these down quite a bit. I'm just playing 1 Felgrand and 1 I'll say now. Because you're cut down a Hermitry, I feel like it's not really as necessary anymore to play more rank 8s. So I feel like these are the best ones you could really go into. Then for our rank up magic targets, we have 107 and C107. What's really nice about 107 is that you can actually make this if you really need to under normal circumstances. So 107 is good in that regard because you can actually use it regularly as a 3rd rank 8 if you really have to. But this guy's just too good. C107, summon it for free with 7th one. It's 45 beat stick that negates everything on the field. Pretty good. That's all the XYZs. Not very many, only 7. The rest of them synchros, so just 1 formula, 1 armory arm, 1 Armades, 1 Black Rose, 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Leo, and 1 Star Eater. So that will kind of round up the Sylvan deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to rate, comment, like, subscribe, all that. And peace out, YouTube.